Hello, here's the news at this hour on Tstv. I am Mobola Patekale. Here are some major headlines. Nigerians to benefit from COVID-19 vaccines. Oyo College of Education shut down indefinitely. Biden brands Trump's refusal to concede an embarrassment, and in the world of sport, PINNICK declares candidacy for FIFA Council backs MOTSEPE for CAF. And now, the news in details. The federal government has said Nigerians will be part of the early beneficiaries of COVID-19 vaccine when developed in commercial quantity. Minister for Health, Dr. Sagi Hanire, said in Abuja on Tuesday that any time a potent vaccine is found and developed as a solution to the global COVID-19 pandemic, Nigerians will not be left out. Hanire said this at a two-day multi-sectoral conference of the COVID-19, noting that there are arrangements by the Federal Ministry of Health to ensure that Nigerians get the vaccine immediately it comes out. However, companies had announced on Monday that a vaccine jointly developed by Pfizer and BioNTech was 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 infections in ongoing Phase 3 trials. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has said resumption of continuous voter registration (CVR) will resume in the first quarter of 2021. The Commission's acting chairman, AVM Ahmed Mohazi, retired, announced this yesterday during the virtual meeting with political parties at INEC National Headquarters in Abuja. Praising the parties for their role during the recently concluded Edo and Ondo state governorship elections, Mohazi urged them to channel all efforts towards adhering to the Commission's Voters' Code of Conduct for elections during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Oyo State Lanlate has been shut down indefinitely as the crisis between the student union of the institution and the management led by the provost, Dr. Joseph Adiago, got messier on Tuesday. The student union's president, Olaita Mohammed, in an interview with newsmen on the telephone, confirmed that the college had been shut down by the governing council. The students had embarked on protest over the alleged failure of the college identity cards for students despite collecting money from them. But the management of the school, in a statement by the public relations officer of the college, Adeni Jalosho, said academic and social activities were going on well after the college before the students suddenly embarked on a protest on November 5, 2020. The management claimed in the statement that staff unions sponsored the students to cause crisis, and as however, the management also debunked all allegations against it, the provost, and the DSA. The National Universities Commission (NUC) has interfered in the lingering crisis between Oyo and Osun State over the ownership of Ladoke Akitola University Technology (LAUTECH) Ogbomoso. According to reporters, the interference of NUC into the matter became necessary because while Oyo State is ready to completely take over the university, Osun seems not disposed to that, and the two states are not in favor of the federal government taking over the ownership of the school as being suggested in some quarters. However, the executive secretary of NUC, Professor Abubakar Rashid, was called into the matter, and the NUC team has been meeting representatives of the two states. The NUC team met the two sides in Lagos on Monday, and further deliberations are still going to hold. The main campus of the university is in Ogbomoso, Oyo State, while the teaching hospital is in Osogbo, Osun State. The news on Tstv will be right back after this. And now to some foreign stories. United States President-elect Joe Biden on Tuesday called President Donald Trump's refusal to concede his election loss an embarrassment, but dismissed the standoff as unimportant. It was reported that Trump remained shut up in the White House a week after the United States election, pushing an alternative reality that he is about to win and filing lawsuits alleging voter fraud that so far have been backed up by only the flimsiest evidence. However, the Democrat has signaled that despite attempts by Trump to stymie his transition to power, he was increasingly a president in waiting. 4 opposition pro-democracy lawmakers in Hong Kong have been disqualified with immediate effect. It came moments after China's decision-making body passed a resolution allowing for the disqualification of lawmakers found to have supported the city's independence. The move is being seen as another attempt by China to restrict Hong Kong's freedom, while other pro-democracy lawmakers are expected to resign in protest. The new resolution, passed by China's National People's Congress Standing Committee, says the lawmakers should be disqualified if they support Hong Kong's independence, refuse to acknowledge China's sovereignty, ask foreign forces to interfere in the city's affairs, or in other ways threaten national security. It also allows Hong Kong government to directly remove lawmakers without having to approach the courts. And finally, to the exciting world of sport, Football Association Chairman Greg Clark has resigned over the unacceptable language he used while referring to black players. Clark said he was deeply saddened for the offense he had caused by using the term colored footballers. The comment came as he was talking about the racist abuse of players by trolls on social media to the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport DCMS Select Committee via video link. However, during the parliamentary hearing, Clark apologized after being prompted to say sorry by MP Kevin Brennan. Clark has, however, been called to give evidence to the DCMS committee about the Premier League's potential bailout of English Football League clubs and the structural reforms proposed as part of Project Big Culture. Nigeria's Football Federation President PINNICK has announced his intention to vie for a seat on the FIFA Council, finally ending speculation as to his next move. There had been speculations that the Nigerian FA boss will throw his hat in the ring for next year's Confederation of African Football CAF presidency, but that has now been laid to rest with his announcement. Instead, PINNICK has thrown his weight behind South African Patrice Motsepe, who announced his intention to become the next president of CAF on Monday. Motsepe is chairman of 2016 African Clubs champions Mamelodi Sundowns, and he is the third person to vie for the role after incumbent Ahmed and Jacques Anorma of Ivory Coast. And with that, we've come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the major headlines. Nigerians to benefit from COVID-19 vaccines. Oyo College of Education shut down indefinitely. Biden brands Trump's refusal to concede an embarrassment. And in the water sport, you heard PINNICK declares candidacy for FIFA Council, backs MOTSEPE for CAF. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Hope TGOK. I am Mobola Badekale. Good day and thank you for watching.